Hey guys, it's Jojo here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a book review on Jean Rhys's Wide Sargasso Sea. It is one of my favorite novels and I am so excited to be kind of sharing this book review slash recommendation to you if you haven't heard about it. So basically Wide Sargasso Sea is a prequel to Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. And for those of you who don't know what Jane Eyre is written by Charlotte Bronte, and basically it is a novel about a woman who grows up with from a very abused home, and basically all the trials and tribulations that she goes through while she's in all-girls school, and comes out and becomes a governess. And becoming a governess, she falls in love with her employer by the name of Mr. Rochester. And as she's about to marry him, she learns a secret that he keeps a woman in the attic who is actually his wife. And he's married already. So obviously that's going to put a hold on things. But basically what Jean Rhys does is she basically writes the novel from the perspective of the woman in the attic. For those of you who've actually read Jane Eyre, it is actually, you actually feel sort of resentment for the woman in the attic just because she becomes such a huge barrier between Jane and Mr. Rochester. But the thing is that through this novel, what she does is something completely spectacular, and she almost makes you kind of feel bad for her and really look at it through her lens. So basically, Wide Sargasso Sea, sorry, we're changing books now. Wide Sargasso Sea is basically a prequel to Jane Eyre, telling the story through Antoinette Causeway's view, which is the woman in the attic. And basically she grows up in Jamaica, and daughter of an ex-master, and she basically, everyone that works in her household are ex-slaves. And so there's a lot of built-up resentment and bigotry amongst the slaves and the whites that live on the island and did not go back to the motherland, which is England. And basically it's kind of a biopic because it shows her growing up and into a woman, and basically she gets into an arranged marriage with Mr. Rochester, which is how we meet him, and who basically is in money troubles, and he's the reason why he marries her. And as they're married, and it shows how their marriage, the basis of their marriage is so weak and so bad and so horrid that you know how it's going to end up, that you already know how it's going to end up just by the temperament of Mr. Rochester and how naive Antoinette is, and kind of a little aloof. She doesn't really realize what she's getting into, and obviously sets the tone for the tragedy that follows after. I think really what really resonated with me with this novel was the fact that this novel really portrayed so well the let me see if I can put this in the right words. It really portrayed the hatred that kind of existed, especially in the island, between the blacks and the whites, and it's something that still exists to this very day everywhere. She does it in a way that it makes you step back and makes you think about it. No matter if you're black or white or whoever is reading this novel, it really makes you look at it through the lens of everybody. It makes you look at what the people that were being suppressed were going through, and the people that were actually doing the oppressing, what they were going to as well. And that is something that is very unique for an author to do, and to do it so honestly and so candidly is so moving. And it's the reason why this novel resonates so much with me and is one of my favorite novels. So if you've never heard of it, or you have and you thought about reading it, I highly suggest that you do. It will blow your mind. It's an amazing read, and yeah. I can't, that pretty much sums it up. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I know I was stumbling a little bit. I reread this book months ago, so the details are a little bit, you know, in my head, but not, I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this book review. I hope that next week to do a tag of all the books that I can never ever finish, which should be very, very interesting because I have quite a few. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all and see you next week. Bye.